Today, I am going to explain Game of Thrones. Before we begin the explanation, let me tell you a few things about it. Game of Thrones has its own unique world, and its main continent is Westeros. There are 7 kingdoms in Westeros. In simple terms, it's like how the continent is Asia, which includes countries like India, China, Nepal, and Pakistan. The rulers who manage these kingdoms are called lords, and the one who rules over all 7 kingdoms is the king. At the start of the story, we see soldiers guarding the wall. On the northern side of Westeros, there's a massive wall. This wall keeps ordinary people safe from the wildlings and evil supernatural forces on the other side. Those who protect this wall are known as the Night's Watch. 3 soldiers go patrolling. On the other side of the wall, there, they find many dead bodies, arranged in a very specific pattern. Suddenly, those bodies come back to life. Their eyes glow bright blue. A zombie-like monster appears, known in Game of Thrones as a White Walker. One member of the Night's Watch manages to escape. He reaches Winterfell. Winterfell is one of the 7 kingdoms, and it is the closest to the wall. The soldier there capture the deserter, Ned Stark. The Lord of Winterfell arrives. He executes the man with his sword. Basically, anyone who joins the Night's Watch takes an oath. They can never marry. They can never have a family. They must spend their entire lives there. And if anyone tries to desert, they are killed. As Ned Stark returns home with his children, they find 6 direwolf pups. The Starks come from the Stark family, and their symbol is a direwolf. So Ned gives the 6 pups to his children. Ned has 5 legitimate children, but he also has a boy named Jon, who is his bastard, his illegitimate son, since Jon is from the north. His name is Jon Snow. There is also another boy with them, named Theon Greyjoy. His father had declared himself an independent king. As punishment, Ned Stark took his only son and raised him in Winterfell. Next, we are shown King's Landing. This is the capital of Westeros, where the king lives. The king is Robert Baratheon. We see Cersei, the king's wife, talk to her brother Jaime Lannister. The king's right-hand man, the hand of the king, Jon Arryn, had died. Back in Winterfell, Ned's wife, Catelyn, receives a letter. The letter says King Robert is coming to their kingdom. Then, we are shown a place called Essos. This is where the children of the Targaryen family live, before Robert became king. The Targaryens ruled the 7 kingdoms for 300 years. Their ruler was known as the Mad King. Years ago, Robert and Ned worked together to overthrow him. Jaime Lannister, who was the Mad King's guard, betrayed him and killed him in Essos. Viserys Targaryen plans to marry off his sister. Her name is Daenerys Targaryen. She is married to Khal Drogo, the leader of the Dothraki. Viserys believes that if Daenerys marries Drogo, he will gain Drogo's army. With that army, he plans to attack King's Landing and become king. Meanwhile, King Robert arrives at Ned Stark's home. We also see Cersei's other brother, Tyrion Lannister. Tyrion is a dwarf. Because of his short height, people don't like him much. Cersei hates him, but Jaime loves him. The king has come to Ned to ask him to become the hand of the king. A bit of history is revealed. Robert once wanted to marry Ned's sister, but the Mad King's son, Rhaegar Targaryen, allegedly kidnapped and killed her. Now, Robert wants his son Joffrey to marry Ned's daughter, Sansa Stark. Elsewhere, Jon Snow talks to Ned's younger brother, Benjen Stark. Benjen is in the Night's Watch. Jon wants to join them. At night, Catelyn receives another letter. This letter is from her sister, Jon Arryn's widow. She claims that Jon Arryn was actually murdered by the Lannisters on the other side of the sea. Daenerys marries Khal Drogo. At first, Drogo treats her very badly. She doesn't know the language. A magistrate gives her 2 gifts. The first is a translator, named Jorah Mormont. The second is 3 dragon eggs, which have turned to stone over time. Jorah was once from Westeros, but he was exiled for selling slaves back at Winterfell. Ned's young son Bran Stark climbs a tower. There, he sees something shocking. He sees Cersei and Jaime, who are brother and sister, having sex. Thanks for watching. That's it for the first part of Season 1. See what happens next in Part 2, because it gets even crazier. If you enjoy this easy explanation, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the rest of the story.